Hi, Dr. Shire here.
And Dr. Scott.
And on this video, we want to talk about understanding the role of diet and inflammation. We talked about in the beginning how there are three causes of inflammation, chronic inflammation. One was mechanics, one was stress, and now we're going to talk about diet. And this might be the big one, right? Mm-hmm. As we talked about in earlier videos, your diet can either be pro-inflammatory or anti-inflammatory. So, if you are eating the typical standard American diet, that is a mostly inflammatory diet, an acidic diet, and what that will do is that will proliferate inflammatory cytokines throughout the body. As we also mentioned earlier in the videos, when you're eating this diet, and let's just say you have some early degenerative changes in the knee, right? And let's just say that knee now through mechanical stress becomes inflamed. You have a local inflammation, but the problem is you have a systemic inflammation, and guess what? It's going to be very, very difficult to put that fire out. So diet is key to reducing inflammation. Some thoughts on that?
Yeah. So specifically, some of the foods that we love to eat and don't seem like they'd be inflammatory at all, like dairy, for example, right? Dairy is actually pro-inflammatory. So it creates inflammation in our system, and it's going to increase inflammation throughout our body, and it's going to create that state that Dr. Shire just explained, where it's going to be tougher to put the fire out in the knee or the feet or the back or wherever else it is. So we like you to stay away from dairy as much as possible, and there's some really great kind of substitutes for that now. If you like to drink milk, for example, it's better to go with maybe an almond milk or a cashew milk or maybe a coconut milk or something to that effect, as opposed to your actual dairy milk. You still get the same effect, and you don't get the inflammatory properties with it. In addition, we want to stay away from sugar. As we talked about in some of our other videos, sugar is going to increase inflammation. It increases acidity and creates ultimately pain or inflammation levels. So we want to avoid as much sugar, and that's usually found in the processed foods that we eat, and a lot of times the drinks that we have. Sometimes we will have juices that we think are going to be healthy for somebody, but they're chock full of sugar. So it's better to stay away from juices in general, and eat as much natural food as possible. So the natural food we're talking about is going to be vegetables, right? Stuff that's grown.
Nuts,
nice healthy nuts. Vegetables, meats are fine too. Fruits are fine. Fish, chicken.
Berries are good too.
Yeah.
Berries. So, in fact, in our next video, we're going to talk about our various books that we have, and so we're going to provide for you some references to where to go next with the nutrition. But what we wanted to state in this video, and the purpose for it, is just to show you, or tell you rather, that there is a very strong link between pain, inflammation, and diet. If you have any questions, just speak to Dr. Scott or myself on your next visit. Otherwise, see you on the next video.